So for the first example on commission, they said a business agent sold goods worth 320 million on behalf of an importer. He received a commission of 10% on the first 120 million and 2% on the remainder. Then the question is, find A, agent's total commission. B, how much did the importer receive? First of all, in class, if you remember, we said that commission is earned by someone who sells goods on behalf of another person. What do I mean? We gave an example that I, Byarugaba, can go to say Mukwano. Mukwano is manufacturing soap. I can tell Mukwano that, look here, I can sell soap for you. So Mukwano can give me soap that is worth 100 million. Now I can go and sell that soap. But as I sell the soap, remember I'm earning Mukwano money. Now every time I sell, I'm supposed to earn a percentage. So we shall make an agreement that, see, I'm going to sell for you this soap that is worth 100 million. But after selling, which percentage do I get? So they can say maybe 10%. That you go and sell. After selling these goods, you will get 100%. I mean, you will get 10%. And that 10% we treat it as commission. So for me, when I take back their 100, what they will do is they will subtract the 10% and give me the 10%. So that 10% is what we refer to as commission. So after selling for them and I give them their 100 million, that money they are supposed to give to me for selling for them is what we call a commission. So now this is a business agent who sells goods that are worth 320 million. Okay, now 320 million is selling on behalf of an importer. So he receives a commission of the importer tells him that the first goods you will sell of 120 million, you will get 10% of that money. And then the remaining, when you sell, you will get 2% of that money. So we need to get the total commission of what the agent gets. Now we can see that there are two types of commission. You have the first commission and then the second on the remainder. So that's why here I have the total commission equals first commission plus second commission. But then the first commission is 10% of the first 120 million. So the first commission we have 10%, which is 10 out of 100 times the first 120 million, which gives us 12 million. So the first goods he sells, the first goods or the first bunch of goods that the agent sells, he earns 10% from that money, and that money is 120 million. That means the first commission is going to be 10 out of 100 times 120 million, which gives 12%. Then they're saying that after selling the first, that on the remainder he's going to earn 2%. So we need to find out what is the remainder. So if the total goods were worth 120 million and the first is 120, what is the remainder? So we get the remainder by getting this minus this. So that's why I have the remainder, which is 320 million minus 120 million. Okay, then times 2% because he earns 2% of the remainder, and we end up getting 4 million. So the total commission therefore will be equal to the 12 million he earns on the first 120 million shillings sold worth of goods, and then second commission, which is 4 million. When you add 12 plus 4 million becomes 16 million. So the agent will earn a commission of 16 million. See that? Then B is how much did the importer receive? Remember, the importer receives this money but he has to give the commission to the agent. So that means that when the agent has sold all the goods, they are worth 320 million. But the agent has removed his 16 million because he has worked for his commission. So what does the importer earn, or what does the importer receive? The importer receives 320 million minus 16 million, which becomes 304 million. So the importer will get his 304 million, then the agent will earn his commission of 16 million.